Okay, the easiest way to get started with JobTread parameters is really just to make sure that you're synced with Render through the integrations tab. Then I think probably the easiest way to do this would be just as you bid jobs, let's go ahead and create a new one and use me as a customer. The easiest way that I found to get started is just to, when you create a new job, sync the render space that you're looking to put on here. Let's do this one. I know there's some photos attached here. As you see, as I sync this particular space, you'll watch my photos sync in the background, as well as my floor plan. And let's just go ahead and bring our parameters in. I'm going to select all of them here just so that they're all available, and import. Okay. Now when I go to my budget tab, I could just bid this job as I normally do, but as I get to specific things that I know that I can use a render parameter for, whether it's linear feet of cabinets or it could be paintable surface area for bidding paint or square footage for flooring. Once you know specific items that you would like to do, let's just do drywall panels, since I know that's an easy one here. Let's pretend that this was just a quantity 0 as I brought it in. Since my render parameters are synced to this space, and all I have to do is have this quantity formula on to begin using those parameters. So like I said, you can begin bidding your jobs like you typically do, but in certain cases you may just want to pull a parameter in. Say paintable surface area is going to give me my surface area for the space. Now I know that I can't just use that. It would have to be divided by 32, right? So 32 square feet. For a single sheet of drywall. That should give me a drywall count here, 155 sheets. Nice thing about JobTread is that I can round that to a nice even 155, or even I can even massage this to say include 10% for waste. So I'm going to multiply that by 1.1. Now we're up to 171 sheets. So that's really the easiest way to get going. You can do this, like I said, for paint and for flooring and things like that. Now, if you wanted to get very, you want to get fun with this, and as you begin to use the same parameters over and over and over again, perhaps for the same cost items, you want to save those to your catalog. The way that you're going to do that is by going to your catalog, and up here in the parameters, you're going to actually save the render parameters in here, exactly typed in exactly how they are. I do have this Google Sheet here available on our website that lists all of the parameters that are available to use. Once you add those, they're really simple to add in. Basically just add a parameter. All of our parameters are numbers, so you just start typing whatever the parameter name is. I already have all of mine in here, but it would just put in square footage, and then, it's area. But once you save that, it saves it in there, and it allows you to use those in your catalog when you're doing cost groups. Now I have several cost groups that I put together. I'll just show you my painting template. The painting template shows me that I have paint prep, paint materials, and paint labor. Paint prep is looking for the area. It's how much do we have to cover. Then I have paintable surface area being what is going to inform the quantity for my paint materials and for my paint labor. Now if we go back to that job and just say this is a painting job and we want to pull in paint, I'm going to go ahead and pull in my painting template, and it automatically populates my price for paint because it knows to already look for those render parameters, because I have saved those render parameters in the parameters catalog, and I've also saved specific cost items in a cost group that know to look for those parameters as well. So easiest way to get started, like I said, is to start with your existing estimating techniques and just pull a parameter in here and there. And as you get used to using formulas and know what parameters you like to use often enough, then you can start saving specific cost group sets like this, where it's just for painting or just for flooring, and those are saved in your cost catalog. Once you're good at that, I would say then the next step really would be to start building out entire templates for estimating. You can see that we have hall bath, full rip and replace, and this is, as I expand this, you can see there's a lot of items in here that know to look for render parameters across all of my categories, from electrical, cabinets, paint, tile, and so forth, so that when I pair this with a render scan of a bathroom, I can have an estimate almost 100% completely built out in a matter of a half a second, which is pretty cool.